The show's not over. I just dropped it. We are gathered here today to celebrate one of life's greatest moments, the joining of two hearts. In this ceremony today, we will witness the joining of Erica and Zach in marriage. Who gives this woman to be married? Today we have come together to witness the joining of these two lives. Them, out of the routine of ordinary life, the extraordinary has happened. They have met each other, fell in love, and are finalizing it with their wedding day. Romance is fun, but true love is something far more, and it is their desire to love each other for life. And that is what we're celebrating here today. A good marriage must be creative. In marriage, the little things are the big things. It's never being too old to hold hands. It's remembering to say I love you at least once every day. It's never going to sleep angry. It's standing together and facing the world. It is speaking words of appreciation and demonstrating gratitude in thoughtful ways. It's having the capacity to forgive and forget. It's giving each other an atmosphere in which each can grow. It's a common search for the good and the beautiful. It's not only marrying the right person, it's being the right partner. From the Living Bible, 1 Corinthians 13, love is very patient and kind, never jealous or envious, never boastful or proud. Love is never haughty or selfish or rude. Love does not demand its own way. Love is not irritable or touchy. Love does not hold grudges and will hardly notice when others do it wrong. Love is never glad about injustice, but rejoices when the truth wins out. If you love someone, you'll be loyal to them no matter what the cost. You will always believe in them, always expect the best of them, and you will always stand your ground defending them. Zach and Erica have written their own vows, and Zach was so excited about that he wanted to go first. So Zach.
Erica Elizabeth. In the beginning, we moved slow. I was my normal, shy, and awkward self. I could barely string two sentences together. I somehow got my sister to tell you that I was interested, and you responded back weird. I could tell that I had a lot of work to do. We went on our first date, and all of a sudden we had hung out 60 days in a row, and I quickly found my best friend. We could not be more opposite in so many different ways, but when we're together, you and me is like peas and carrots. You are the most beautiful thing I've laid eyes on, and you have the biggest heart to match that beauty. You have always thought of us as a team and continue to blow me away with how selfless you are. I promise to always keep you laughing, just so that I can get to hear that loud laugh that I love. I promise to always love you through the hard days, even and especially when you're crying. When we argue and aren't okay, I promise to get us back to a good place, even if it means putting my stubbornness aside. And I promise to stay sober and be the best version of myself, because you deserve nothing less. As I stand here today in front of our friends and family, I can truly say you are the best thing that's ever happened to me. If something's important to you, it's important to me. Our love continues to grow each and every day, and I don't ever want it to stop. I love you more than I'll ever be able to put into words. You're my lobster. You find my lobster.
I should have gone first. Zach, you're my lobster, my best friend, and the love of my life. If it's important to you, it's important to me. The moment you said those words to me, I knew that I loved you. I had never had someone that wanted to love me the way that you do. Even if you always want to hold your hand. I promise to grow with you and build a better life as we learn to be patient, kind, and giving. I promise to let you win Uno sometimes and to always want to snuggle. I can't wait to grab coffee and talk about Trader Joe's products and bad hair stories for the rest of my life. I love you more and more every day, and I promise to love you the way I love
Very good. Eric and Zach, I would ask that you always treat yourself and each other with respect. Remind yourselves often of what brought you here together today. Give the highest priority to the tenderness, gentleness, and kindness that your marriage deserves. When frustration and difficulty assail your marriage, focus on what still seems right between you, not only the parts that seem wrong. This way, when the clouds of trouble hide the sun in our lives, you lose sight of it for a moment, you can remember that the sun is still there. And if each of you will take responsibility for the quality of your life together, it will be marked by abundance and happiness. Erica, do you take Zach to be your husband? Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect him, forsaking all others, and holding only unto him forever? Zach, do you take Erica to be your wife?
I do.
Do you promise to love, honor, cherish, and protect her, forsaking all others, and holding only unto her forevermore?
I do.
Who has the rings? Erica, go first. The ring is the symbol of the unbroken circle of love. Love freely given has no beginning and no end, no giver and no receiver. For each is the giver and each is the receiver. May these rings always remind you of the vows you have taken. Erica, repeat after me. I, Erica, take thee, Zach,
I, Erica, take thee, Zach,
to be my husband,
to be my husband,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
in sickness and health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poorer,
in joy and sorrow,
in joy and sorrow.
and I promise my love to you.
And I promise my love to you.
And with this ring,
And with this ring,
I take you as my husband,
I take you as my husband,
for as long as we both shall live.
for as long as we both shall live.
Good. Okay, repeat after me, Zach. I, Zach, take thee, Erica,
I, Zach, take thee, Erica,
to be my wife,
to be my wife,
to have and to hold,
to have and to hold,
in sickness and in health,
in sickness and in health,
for richer or for poorer,
for richer or for poorer,
in joy and sorrow,
in joy and sorrow.
and I promise my love to you.
And I promise my love to you.
And with this ring,
And with this ring,
I take you as my wife,
I take you as my wife,
as long as we both shall live.
as long as we both shall live.
Erica and Zach have exchanged rings, a symbol of their love and commitment. They have decided to further symbolize their union through a sand ceremony. So, Zach and Erica, I need you to move around in the back there. As I recite the wording for your sand ceremony, I'd like you, Erica, to start by picking up your vessel. You'll pour about a quarter of your sand. Then Zach, you'll then pour a quarter of your sand, continuing until the individual containers are full. Before each of you is a container of sand. That container of sand represents you, all that you were, all that you are, and all that you will ever be. And today you are combining all of you and your uniqueness into the final vessel. Just as these grains of sand can no longer be separated into their individual containers again, so shall your marriage and your lives forever be intertwined. Very good. Just come back around. Huh? Erica and Zach picked out a wedding prayer for the occasion, so I invite you to join us in prayer. Bless their marriage, O God, as they begin their journey down the road of life together. We don't know what lies ahead, for the road turns and bends, but help them to take the best of whatever comes their way. Help them to continue enjoying each other as they did when they first met. Help them realize that nothing or no one is perfect, and to look for the good in all things, and all people, including themselves. Help them to respect each other's likes and dislikes, opinions and beliefs, hopes and dreams and fears, even though they may not always understand them. Help them to learn from each other, and to help each other grow mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Help them to realize that no matter what happens to them, they will hold on to each other and know that things have a way of working out for the good. Help them to create for their children a peaceful, stable home of love as a foundation on which they can build their lives. But most of all, dear God, help them to lit the torch of love that they now share, so that by their loving example, they may pass on the light of love to their children and to their children's children forever. In your name we pray. Amen. To make your relationship work, you take love. This is the core of your marriage and why we're here today. It will take trust to know that in your hearts you truly want what is best for each other. It will take dedication to stay open to one another and to learn and grow together. It will take faith to go forward together without knowing exactly what the future brings. And it will take commitment to hold true to the journey you both have pledged today. So now, by the power invested in me, and as a very proud uncle, I now pronounce you the man and wife. You kiss the bride.
Ow!
For the very first time, Mr. and Mrs. Zach and Erica Holliday.
Hey!